Axel Rudakubana, Britain's most dangerous prisoner. Well, that is what has been in the headlines. And there it is there. I'm going to edit this video down and put in some clips about what's been said about him and what the papers are saying. Now, I did do a little short on my TikTok and across my other social media channels about this yesterday. But I thought I would do a full-length video talking about this because it has had a lot of feedback and a lot of views. And I'll just go over what some people are saying and exactly my thoughts. But like it says in that newspaper article, branded Britain's most dangerous prisoner. This despicable piece of, shall we call him, there's no other way of putting it. That's exactly what he is. Axel Rudakubana, the Southport killer. Everyone knows who this piece of, try not to keep swearing, this little bit of vermin is. Everyone knows who he is. Now, branding him this will do nothing but boost his ego. This absolute what he is. Now, the reason why they're saying this, I mean, what they're saying in these articles is nothing that I haven't said on this channel. I've said exactly what's happening with him inside of HMP Belmarsh segregation unit, but it does say in these articles that an informant, a prison source, obviously a screw who's working down the block or someone inside the prison system that knows what's going on, has leaked information to the press. But like I've just said, if you went back and watched my videos, there was no need to have leaked this information to the press and sold the papers. They could have just paid me and looked at me videos, because everything I've said in my videos is the same as what's been said in this press article. Now, what it is saying in this prison source is that there is a threat to prison officers' lives because of what he's actually saying. For starters, I believe it was in March when he swilled the pair of screws with hot water. It is saying allegedly. There's no allegedly about it. He has swilled the screws. It'll all be on camera. And I've done a video about this, I think it was a couple of weeks back, a couple of weeks ago rather, when I was talking about the treatment and what's happening to him down the segregation unit inside the block. So along with these leaked articles, it's because he's been saying that he will kill you. He will kill you. He wants to scar and maim them. So he is on a 5-man unlock in screws in riot gear because of the threat to their lives and because of what he's been saying and because he's got nothing to lose. He's trying to attack them at any opportunity. But the video that I'd done the other week when I was saying was he shot himself in the foot because these screws were the only friends he had. He's not, in my eyes, he's not the most dangerous prisoner in the UK. He's the most despised and most hated. These are the headlines that he should be getting. So, as a reminder to him, when he's getting fed information from outside, because he will be still in touch with his family, wherever they are. He'll be on the phone to his parents, his dad, and he'll be telling them, son, there's articles going around about you. You're now labelled Britain's most dangerous prisoner. It should be, son, you're branded the most hated prisoner. You're hated by everybody in the UK. Nobody likes you. This is the headline that should be going around. Because like I've said, he'll be loving the notoriety. But believe you me, people, he is not Britain's most dangerous prisoner. He is Britain's most protected prisoner, because the most dangerous prisoners will love to get their hands on him and take out prison justice. That is the real truth, people. The real truth is that he will be annihilated from the proper cons inside of prison. The real dangerous lads, when they get a hold of him and take out prison justice, he'll know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a dangerous prisoner, because these real bad men, the real most dangerous prisoners, when they get a hold of him and act out prison justice, he'll be the one left with scars and haunting images of lads on top of him taking out prison justice. Now, it's not going to happen at the moment because, like I've said, he is the most protected prisoner. I'll reiterate it, he's not the most dangerous prisoner. He is the most vulnerable and most protected prisoner because he is the number one priority or the number one target inside the HMP prison system for inmates to attack him and act out some prison justice. Because he killed 3 innocent little girls and maimed and injured dozens more. So he will become under attack from the other prisoners. He'll be kept in isolation. He'll be kept isolated from the rest of the prisoners. He's classed as a VP, a vulnerable prisoner, not a dangerous prisoner. Yes, he's a danger to the screws, and he will try and act out some sort of violence on the screws. But because he's already done it, they now know what he's like inside a prison. They now know that he doesn't like prison officers. Because like I've said, they were the only ones that were his friends. He only had prison officers as friends inside a prison, and that wasn't through any choice of their own. Obviously, they're in there for a duty of care. They're in there to do the job. They're in there to bang them up and look after the ones that are like him, the ones that need protecting from the main location lads, the big, naughty, dangerous prisoners who will act out prison justice on despicable pieces of shit like this. So he's been kept isolated for his own protection. And when I say he shot himself in the foot, obviously the screws would have been talking to him, interacting with him. And on that unit where he's at inside of Belmarsh, because he's getting kept down there, because he will become under attack, he's not getting kept down there as a punishment. Well, he is now, but he wasn't. Because obviously he was isolated from the rest of the prison estate, so he didn't become under attack. So the screws would have treated him the way that they did with Huntley when he was down there. They had to play games of pool with him. They had to talk with him. They had to pretend to be pals with him. But now that he's attacked the screws, they don't have to talk with him. They obviously still have to interact with him when he's asking for requests, as in wanting things or putting in for his canteen and different things like that, because it used to be done on a kiosk. But prisoners like him who are kept down there and obviously on a 5-man unlock so he can't attack the screws, it'll be back to the old style prison canteen sheets under the door. Fill that in, pass it back out so they know exactly what he's going to get. But I've done a breakdown on this about the basic regime inside a prison. I will link it at the end of this video, but he is not Britain's most dangerous prisoner. Because I'll go over it again, like I've just said, a quick recap of the video. There's been leaked information saying that he's going to attack the screws. Information that he said he will kill them. And there's been reports on him put inside of his P16, I think it is, which is a report that gets kept on every prisoner inside a prison. You have your own file with your own reports in, which the SO or the PO, your personal officer, every week has to jot a little report down about your behaviour, what you're acting like on the wing. And obviously inside of his report, it's got what he's been saying and his sick fantasies inside of prison. So they will not be taking any chances with him whatsoever. 5-man unlock, shielded up so that he can't attack the screws. But I will keep you updated on here about what happens with him, and more so the most anticipated video yet about when he gets attacked inside of prison, which, believe you me, people, will happen. Now you'll probably see the merchandise that I've got on, which is available on my store. It's in the description and it's also linked at the bottom of my YouTube page. So if you all want any of the merchandise, go click on the link, people. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as usual, If you're enjoying the content, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Take care, everyone.